Hey guys, Savage Joy here with Real Progress in Action. I'm gonna wait till I see some viewers get here. I definitely have some stuff to say. Just waiting till I see a few more people join. Christina, is that hand sanitizer? Oh my god. I don't know how you got that emoji, but it's amazing. Hey guys. So today sucked, to put it mildly. Today absolutely sucked. As you can see right here, yeah, there. I took down my Bernie poster. I've done the show almost 3 years, and it's been there for every single show I've done, over 300 shows, and I took it down. I also took down my profile picture of myself and Bernie together, which I've had on, social media for over 3 years. That is done. I'm fucking hurt, to say the least, and I'm pissed. And I know a lot of us are feeling that way. Yes, Bernie did say that he was going to endorse the nominee. Okay. But what he didn't say was he was going to do it 5 days after he dropped out and not use any leverage he had. He didn't tell us that. So, no, this wasn't expected. I had inside knowledge that he was going to drop a few days before he did. I was told by someone high on the campaign. And of course, part of me was just like, I was like texting people like on the campaign and just messaging them and emailing them, please don't let him do this. It's not too late. He hasn't said it yet, blah, blah, blah. And all this stuff, but it happened anyway. Unfortunately, I just don't have the kind of pull I wish I did. So it happened. It was heartbreaking. Many of us haven't even gotten a vote yet. So the one thing that some of us were, some of us had at least some solace in was the fact that, okay, Bernie's on the ballot. Bernie's on the ballot. He's still on the ballot. Okay, good, because I didn't go volunteer in Iowa for 5 fucking weeks to not even be able to vote for the campaign I worked my ass off for. So, all right, that gives me a little bit of solace. Cool, I can still tell people to vote for him. Today, 5 days after he announced, we're still grieving. And he endorses this garbage dumpster fire. I have not watched it. I have no desire to watch it. I love Bernie. I always will. But I will never forgive him for this. That doesn't mean I'm not going to vote for him or I'm going to cover up my tattoo or like, it doesn't mean that. It just means I can't forgive him for this. I can't. This is just not okay. He had leverage, like the most leverage. Crazy, crazy, crazy leverage. And like, dude, here's the thing. You don't start adopting some of my platform, you're not getting my endorsement. Fucking Elizabeth Warren, fake pseudo quasi progressive, hasn't endorsed him. Seriously, Bernie, like, are you fucking kidding me? Bernie could have said, look, you give me a seat on your you give me a seat in your cabinet, you adopt Medicare for all, there's a million things he could have said, but instead he said, I dropped 5 days ago and here you go. And guess what? We're still not going to vote for his fucking ass. So not only did he not get more votes, he hurt a lot of us too. And, I was on Twitter and, I was rightly getting upset. And, people are like, you can't feel that way. He blah, blah, blah. No, do not fucking tell me how I can feel. Don't fucking tell me, because a lot of people did nothing more than post on social media. And some of us left our fucking families for over a month to go volunteer with no pay and gave our fucking lives to this campaign. So don't tell me I can't feel betrayed. And don't tell me I can't be fucking hurt. And don't tell me I can't be pissed. I will damn well feel those ways, and I have every fucking right to. So when people come at me and they try to tone police and be like, he did what he said he was going to do. No, he fucking didn't. No, he didn't. Biden is not the nom until the fucking convention. He is not the nom. So no, he didn't endorse the nom. Tulsi said she'd endorse the nom. She didn't. She endorsed him when Bernie was still running. Same thing. Biden is still running. We all know he's not going to be the nominee because his brain is fucking leaking, and he's telling everyone that his VP needs to be able to step up immediately in June. He's endorsing someone who's not even going to be on the ballot. If you are not upset at this, I have to wonder how much you really have invested in our campaign. Like, how much have you given to our campaign emotionally that you are not hurt by this? Because, yeah, he is just the man and, the campaign, and he's not the movement. I get that. But people are dying. And he was the only thing that gave so many of us hope. And while we had that hope, that's been taken away from us. We will no longer have Medicare for all. We will not have our medical debt forgiven. We will not have criminal justice reform. We will not have free college tuition. We will not have these things. And people will keep dying in the streets. Because our only hope was this man who dropped out with 26 states, which still have not voted, who 5 days later endorsed the exact person that we're taking on. Get pissed. Get pissed. He's a grown man. He can handle it. get pissed. What he did is not okay. Like, when I think about all I've sacrificed for this campaign and all others have sacrificed for this campaign, it's heartbreaking because, of course, I had fears that we weren't going to win. I know they cheat. All of us know that. But I didn't expect this. I didn't expect him to drop the fuck out when we were only halfway there. I didn't expect to be victory captain of a state that hasn't even been able to vote. I didn't expect to be recruiting people to phone bank on the day he dropped out. I didn't expect this shit. And I'm one of many. So Bernie literally could say anything to me, and there's no fucking way I'm voting for Biden. And there are millions of me. So frankly, I know in his heart of hearts, like I know people on the campaign, high up people. He really does. Bernie is like, he doesn't get it. He absolutely does 1 billion% believe that endorsing Biden is the only way we're going to beat Trump. He absolutely believes that. He does. I swear to you guys, he does. It's foolish, but he does believe that. And I think part of the reason he believes that is because he himself doesn't go online a lot. Maybe, I don't know. But he absolutely believes. Okay, so here's the thing, and I'm not gonna say like, I'm not gonna say that I forgive him or like I'm not gonna rationalize for him or make excuses for him. But here's what I do know. And like I said, you know, I have a lot of high connections on the campaign. And you know, as things go, I may very well just release all that info because now it's kind of like, why the fuck don't I? So the fact of the matter is, Bernie has a lot of, lack of a better term, like PTSD from being blamed from 2016. Even though we all know he did everything and more to get people to vote for Hillary, we just are, you know, independents and we don't obey. It's that simple. But he has gone through hell and back because she lost. And he is terrified of Trump being in power another 4 years and being blamed for it again. He's terrified of that, and I genuinely understand. That is a weight that none of us will ever comprehend. He is in a place that nobody else has ever or will ever be in. I get that. And for that, I appreciate that stance, and I totally understand that. However, I cannot still, you know, just be like, well, it's okay because no. What happened in 2016 that also happened now? What happened? He spoke with Obama. In 2016, he kept his promise by going to the convention, and many of us were there, thousands of us were there. But Obama asked him to see him at the White House. And when Bernie came out to the press conference, after he came out to speak with Obama, every single one of our hearts just dropped in our stomach because his face was a face we've never seen on him. We all know his idiosyncrasies like our own. We know his facial expressions. We know his hand movements. We know all of it. And when he came out after speaking to Obama, he looked like he had seen a ghost. And I swore he was going to withdraw at that moment. And I was absolutely shocked that he didn't. Now, Bernie admits he spoke with Obama last week. Why? Why did you speak with him, Bernie? Why? I know he's still in the Senate. I get it. And I know Obama is still, like very well loved from uneducated and people who love their cognitive dissonance. But at the same time, I don't know why Bernie met with him. But the fact of the matter is, we all know that Obama was the one who had all the other candidates drop. Even Pete Buttigieg admitted that he dropped because Obama told him to. So we have Buttigieg, Klobuchar, Bloomberg, all of them dropped because Obama said to. Obama wasn't going to let us win again. He wasn't. But that doesn't mean Bernie shouldn't have fought for it. It doesn't mean that. Gemini Dragon, I don't know. I don't know why Obama has any pull. I don't. All he's doing is like relaxing and giving bajillion-dollar speeches. It's been heartbreaking to the second I found out Bernie had met with Obama, I'm like, great, here we go. I will be 1 billion% honest. Well, I shouldn't. Okay, I'm not going to say this, but I shouldn't say this, but I have spoken. I shouldn't say this, but I've spoken with someone very, 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 very close to Bernie, and Bernie hasn't told anyone what Obama said to him. No one, not even family. That's all I'm going to say. Whatever it was something Bernie won't even repeat. I don't know what it was. I have no idea. All I know is that Bernie won't even tell his family about it, which means it was pretty fucking bad. I do not agree that we failed at all. At all. I mean, I know I personally didn't fucking fail shit. I worked my fucking ass off for this campaign for not a single penny. I didn't fucking fail. What about all the cheating that we have facts of? That's not failing. That's people's votes being stolen. We won the first 3 states. We won additional states. We didn't fail. I personally alone knocked on hundreds of doors in literally below zero weather on ice and snow falling nonstop. And I've made thousands of phone calls. So don't say we failed. A lot of us worked our asses off for this campaign. Maybe not enough of us did. But point blank, the fact of the matter is, I was in Iowa volunteering for 5 weeks. I saw rigging. I saw it Every single person there did. I saw them changing the polling location at a college for 30,000 fucking kids at the last day, changing it at the day of, changing their voting location from on campus to off campus. The day of voting. I saw this shit firsthand. So, no, we didn't fail. No, we did not. Maybe you feel you did because you could have done more. That's not my problem. Yeah, here's the other thing, Mark. Yeah, okay, so Biden did win states he never campaigned in. And, you know, that's also something really interesting because there was, there was this thing called Team Chaos, Project Chaos, something chaos. And it was a bunch of Trump supporters in a lot of the states that voted so far who voted for Biden en masse, like not Massachusetts, but en masse, so that he would get more votes because they know Trump can beat him. Project Operation Chaos, I think it was called. If you type it into Twitter, you'll see tons of posts, or on Facebook. There were tons of Trump supporters who said, we're going to vote for Biden because he's easier to beat. This is a fact. You can see him. I have tons of screenshots. How many people did it? No idea. I have absolutely no idea. It could have been 100. It could have been 1,000,000. I don't fucking know. All I know is there was definitely a movement of that going on, which definitely would make at least some sense as to why Biden got so many votes in places he was polling atrociously in. So, you know, you're polling atrociously there. You haven't set foot in that state. You've done no campaigning, and then you blow it out of the water. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense that Operation Chaos, or whatever the fuck it's called, had something to do with it. It's actually kind of a really Project Chaos in South Carolina. Exactly. It's kind of a brilliant idea in a way. Like, let's just, you knew Trump was going to get the Republican nomination, so you didn't have to vote for Trump. So, why not just, honestly, who knows? Yeah, I have noticed Miss Nina has been very quiet to the point that it's actually upsetting and nerve-wracking. I don't know what's going on with that. I sent Nina an email, and usually she gets back to me the same day. She hasn't gotten back to me. I don't blame her. I guarantee she's overwhelmed, but I am kind of concerned. I know she's got to be hurting pretty fucking bad right now. One person I am absolutely, like, I just fucking love so much is Brie Joy. I fucking love that woman so much. She's like, oh, I'm not on the campaign anymore. Well, here it goes. And she is just going ham. And she was on something, MSNBC or something today. And they said, are you going to endorse Biden? And she goes, no. I was like, ah! I fucking love her. Love her. I adore her. She's so cool. She follows me and retweets me, and then I like scream and jump up and down like a total fangirl. The thing is like Brie gets more shit than anybody. Anybody. Toast to Brie. Brie is literally posting about Biden's rape accuser. She is going to, these Biden bros are so fucking racist and sexist and classist. They're putting Brie's head on like McDonald's pickup window pictures and like mopping the floor, things like that. Somebody brought up that Brie graduated Harvard and lived in Mass, and she'd be great to take on Warren, and I would totally be okay with that. That would be fucking amazing. So it's cool to see. Oh, I'm sure Nina's hurting. I'm sure she's absolutely broken right now, and it's heartbreaking. Yeah, Jenna, you're right. Oh, Brie would not put up with that shit. She would go so hard on Liz. It would be beautiful. Oh, thank you so much, Joe Cosas. Thank you so much. Much love. You guys are the best. I honestly didn't really want to do a show tonight because I was like, I still haven't like grieved. You know, we need those stages of grief. We really do. And I've had none of them. And, you know, I've done a lot of crying, but that's not it. It's not enough. But the one thing that, you know, gives me some kind of, you know, something to look forward to, hopefully, is, you know, as long as there's going to be a convention in August, I will still be there protesting outside. That's 100%. I've already been given a place to stay. I don't know how much it is yet, though. I'm going to find out later tonight. But I have a GoFundMe. But yeah, I mean, if there is a convention, I'm still going. Like, there's no way in hell I would ever miss it. Not going to happen. And yes, I will absolutely film every fucking second of it. Aw, thank you, Trisha. Oh, we got some other people going. Yay. I said that, you know, since I'm doing a GoFundMe for Milwaukee, I think like, you know, I could refund it if the convention is online, which some people say it might be, which makes no sense because they literally already moved it from July to August. So why would it be online now? Why wouldn't they just do it online in July? But anyway, so if for some reason the convention was canceled, I would then use the money to go to DC and protest the fuck out of the DNC headquarters, and use it likely for bail money, which I'm totally okay with. And no, that's not a threat if anyone's watching, but that is a you know, I'm not going to leave without being made to leave because they're gonna fucking hear what I have to say. This was our last chance to, to have a President Bernie. And to be 1 billion% honest, if our movement of millions of grassroots organizers and activists cannot change the Dems, it will not happen. It won't. Bernie had hope. He has changed a lot. He has changed absolutely politics forever. There is no question. He has given so much politically, as if he made Medicare for all, Green New Deal, free college tuition, things like that. He's made them household talking points. He has made that so that thousands of people have been inspired to be first-time candidates. He has changed so many lives. And if that isn't enough, no, it's not doable. And that's not defeatist. That's being real, unfortunately. Daniel, you did not vote for Bernie twice. Stop. Every time someone is like ugly to Bernie supporters, they're like, I voted for Bernie. No, you didn't. Stop. Yeah, Senator Brianna Joy Gray. That would be awesome. Daniel, just stop being a poop head. Like, seriously, just stop. You're being really rude. I think that one of the reasons our polling went down and our votes went down, it's very obviously because of our lack of rallies. It's very easy to assume that had we not been in this, pandemic right now, that we would still be in the race. I genuinely believe that it would be a different situation. Bernie was getting so much hate and so much shit. If he wasn't running, people wouldn't need to go out and vote, and was just total garbage because Bernie was the one that was telling people not to vote, which a lot of people listened to, understandably. That's another reason why we didn't win the last 3 states. We did have millions of views on the fireside chats, Gemini. Absolutely, we did. I think that there's, I've been to 17 Bernie rallies. There is an energy there that just, I've interviewed people who were like, and then they go to his event and they're just like blown away. They're like diehard Bernie or bust. I think, the rallies and people seeing, the thousands upon thousands waiting for hours in line just to hear this speech that we all already know by heart. It really had an effect on people. And canvassing, it's our most, it's the most valuable thing our campaign did. We knocked on over 500,000 doors in Iowa. That's insane. Now, Iowa, after spending 5 weeks there, I can tell you, it is not a very progressive state. we converted a lot of Trump supporters. We, you know, there was a thing, you know, it wasn't always easy. You didn't meet a lot of progressives, trust me. So the one thing that got us that tie in Iowa was the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of doors we knocked on. We haven't been able to do that for 2 months. That hurt us. Because I've made thousands of phone calls, and look, we all know people just don't want to talk that much, and if they do, they'll get pissed, they hang up. It's just not as effective. I mean, it's just simple. It's really not. Oh yeah, I'm still voting for Bernie. Absolutely. I'm hurt and I'm pissed, but he's the only one who's earned my vote. You know, I made a post about that. I made a post about, you know, I was like 5 weeks in Iowa. And every time we went to a door or we made a phone call, we would literally ask each person, have you spoken to any other campaigns? Like, you know, what are your thoughts? And so just to kind of gauge who, you know, who was kind of out there, who had people, and people who were under 5% had volunteers out there. Like there were some Yang volunteers knocking houses. There were definitely some Pete people. Not 5 weeks I was in Iowa, not one person said they had spoken to anyone from Biden, either on the phone or as a door knock. Not one. Not one. He's running on name recognition and he's running on Obama nostalgia. So what it comes down to is he doesn't have a movement. He has a I'm not Trump. That didn't work in 2016. It's not going to work now. We will have Trump again. And this time they're not going to be, you know, talking about impeach, 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 because we already know that didn't work. And they're not going to be Russia, 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 because we know that didn't work. So now we're just going to get them another 4 years and they're not going to be able to, you know, avoid going to brunch. They'll just, everything. I want to go back to the way things were before Trump is pretty much the most privileged thing anyone could ever say. Because, you know, I think a lot of people would want to go back before Obama too, like the people of Flint and the people of the 7 countries were bombing and things like that. But, you know, the amount of cognitive dissonance and selfishness and lack of empathy that we see every day is so disheartening. And in a world where people really were good as a whole, Bernie wouldn't have even had to fight. He would have just become the nominee. Like, here's someone who wants people to make a living wage. He wants people to have health care. He wants people to have health care or child care. You know, this is someone who wants everyone to have a job. Like, who in their right mind doesn't want that? Privileged people, ugly people, heartbreaking, or, just people without hearts. I cannot stand when you see people post like, oh my God, it's so heartbreaking. This person has $40,000 in medical debt. Bitch, did you vote for the person who's offering Medicare for all? No? Then shut the fuck up. Your platitudes don't mean shit. Nothing. You can say you feel bad all you want, but if you're doing nothing to change it, seriously, like, fuck you. So, anyone, if you don't like Bernie, that's fine. If he waves his hands, he's annoying, whatever, fine. Here's the problem. The problem is when people say they hate Bernie, that blows my mind. You're hating someone who literally wants to make your life better. So, no, I will never stop loving him. I will love him forever. He's changed my life. He's made me a different person. But I am, we're separated. Let's put it that way. Gemini Dragon, you're absolutely right. I made a post yesterday on Twitter that kind of makes me giddy, but the thing is it's not guaranteed it would happen. It's just, it makes me giddy with the possibility it would happen, because it would be kind of amazing. So we all know Biden is going to drop and give the VP the nom. So with that being said, the one, I don't know how many of you guys are on Twitter, but the worst people in the universe are K-Hive, which is Kamala. They're so violent and so disgusting. Oh my fucking God. They are like the grossest people. So I don't think he's going to pick Kamala, Joe, this is. And when they see that, I will fucking die of laughter. Like, I will pee my pants and I will laugh so hard at their complete and utter breakdown. Because they're all like, Joe, Kamala 2020, and like, oh, this is perfect. Now he can pick Kamala like 24/7. And I will freaking pee my pants when he doesn't pick her. Also, the other thing that will make me laugh is if Joe does not pick Hillary and someone else is the first woman president or first woman VP. Watching her melt down will be so fucking delicious. So delicious. I mean, it would just be incredible. Why aren't I 50 points ahead? Like, watching someone else. Oh my fucking God. It's my turn. Actually, it wasn't. I heard that his first choice is Amy too. That is so freaking weird. Like, that is so weird because who does she appeal to? Besides people who eat salads with combs. Besides, if she will announce she's VP and she doesn't do it in a blizzard, she can fuck off. Because at least do it in a blizzard. Yeah, I thought it would be Stacey Abrams. I thought that was a possibility, but she's a total fraud. Anyway, but Stacey was actually palling around with Bloomberg. But Bloomberg is also on Joe's cabinet. So who knows? Yeah, it's so funny because I think Jimmy Dore is a twat. Period. He just is. So wait, what? Joe asking Shirley Chisholm? Mark, you're killing me. Oh yeah, so Yang admitted that that Joe said if he endorsed him, he would give him a position, which is totally fucking illegal. But Yang announced that on the air, which nobody seems to care about. Biden's fucking cabinet will literally look like the 30 candidates who ran except for Bernie, essentially. That's what it'll look like. I don't know how I would feel about this, but the fact that it's never going to happen, I'm not going to put a lot of thinking into it. But I have seen, I even saw it here, you know, I've seen some people, not today, but I've seen some people say that, you know, if Biden picked Bernie as VP, it would make sense, even though he said it'd be a woman, then I'd vote for him, blah, blah, blah. That would be the only way I'd even consider it, like even consider it. But there's no way in hell that's going to happen. If he would have been smart, he would have toyed with that idea, because he would get a lot more votes that way. Do I think it'd be enough? No. Am I saying I'd vote that way? No. But I think a lot more people would, because of the fact that Joe's probably not going to make last all that long with the 25th Amendment. So, you know, I don't know, but there's a million different things that can happen. Bernie's still on the ballot. Here's my other thing that's worrying me, though. New York is trying to get Bernie taken off the ballot because now he's withdrawn. That's a problem. Furthermore, Alaska voted yesterday and we got 44% of the vote. We only got half the delegates because Bernie suspended his campaign. We should have gotten 8 delegates to Joe's 9 delegates. We got 4. So, Nathan, here's the thing. If Bernie was smart, he would have nominated Miss Nina as VP. We could have had burn and turn. That would have reinvigorated our entire campaign, and we would have gotten a whole new kind of vote because we would have also had a woman of color as VP and a strong woman of color, and an educated woman of color, and someone who's been a senator, someone who knows what they're talking about, and someone who 100% agrees with our entire platform. Bernie didn't do that. Bernie could have done that. He could have done that. He didn't. He said he was he would have, he said he was open to the idea of announcing his VP before convention. He could have done that. There are so many coulda, woulda, shoulda that I really want to shake his shoulders. I agree, Bernie was not nearly as tough on Biden as she should have been. We kept waiting. Please, 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 please. Like, say something. Like, and it's not even just about Tara Reade. It's like, Bernie could have said, look, Joe, you are literally telling people to go out and physically vote in person during a pandemic. That's not okay. It's sociopathic. Bernie didn't even do that. The only time he even went at Joe was when he said that he was lying because he tried to cut Social Security, and he asked him 3 times. That took guts. I was proud of him. Other than that, Bernie went way harder on Hillary than Joe. He didn't go hard enough on Hillary, but he went harder on her than he did on Joe. Why? I don't fucking know. I don't know. We did win the black vote, Daniel. What? Oh my word. We also won the Hispanic vote. We also won the Native American vote. We also won the under 55 vote. Jenna. Nevada was, man, Nevada was one of the worst days ever, 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 ever. And, you know, and this was in 2016, I mean, because that was just hell. And I was so scared about it this time, and we just fucking killed it. Bridget, I'm not sure how I'm acting like Bernie was innocent. I'm guessing you just tuned in because I've kind of been ripping him a new asshole for 51 minutes. So maybe start from the beginning. Jenna, you're killing me. So I don't know. I have like a million, billion, jillion, gazillion different thoughts running through my head right now. Like so many of you, I am hurt. I feel betrayed. I'm angry. And I'm not entirely sure where to go from here. Of course, I'll still do my show. I'm still going to go protest the convention, things like that. But, and I'm still going to vote for Bernie in the primary. But it's, I don't know. It's rough. It's rough. I feel a different way today than I have. Even in 2016. So it's, and I don't know if I'm gonna so-called get over this. I don't know. Aw, love you, Gretel. Deep breaths. Well, thank you guys for watching. For the first time in doing this show, almost 3 years, I had to reschedule a show tonight because I just felt like I just wasn't in the right mindset to do an interview. So I moved it till tomorrow. And I do want to give like a trigger warning for tomorrow's show. It is, I'm going to be interviewing a clinical licensed social worker who deals a lot with sexual trauma. And we're going to discuss essentially how it is online for people who have been assaulted to see people like Tara Reid be so dismissed and also so bullied, because a lot of people are re-traumatized each time they see something like that. So we're going to be discussing the traumatic effects of not just the person coming forward, but the people who have the guts to stick up for them as well, and share their own stories. So it's going to be a really difficult show tomorrow night, but I really hope people tune in. And like I said, there is a trigger warning. It's going to be a deep show, but this is someone who is a licensed clinical social worker. She knows what she's talking about. She has dealt with these exact situations. So I just felt it was really imperative that with all of this going on, that I have someone professional to actually, speak to people who are going through those emotions right now. But I don't think you do, Jenna. I actually just met her on Twitter. I actually put a post on Twitter saying that I would like to interview someone who professionally dealt with people who are, sexual assault victims and things like that. And she reached out to me. So that's how we started following each other. Her name is Connie. She's a great woman, so I'm really looking forward to it. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And as always, feel free to type things in the comments, and I'll be able to, address them with her live. So it's going to be an important show. But like I said, I definitely do want to stress a trigger warning. She may be sharing things that are, very difficult. But, hopefully you guys can tune in, and I encourage guys to tune in as well. We've learned, especially online, that guys have been there's a lot of guys who have been our allies through all of this, and a lot of the women have been just pure trash. So the women defending Biden and saying certain things are just so absolutely disgusting. And there have been plenty of guys calling them out. And so if you're, a gentleman as well, please tune in. This is something that would be advantageous for everyone. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Also, Gemini, don't even, okay? Listen, I posted on Twitter 2 days ago that I want to physically vomit on Alyssa Milano. Like, I want to physically vomit on her. Like, literally. But if you don't follow Rose McGowan, you need to follow Rose McGowan, because man, is she a fierce warrior. Oh my God. Ooh, that woman is amazing. And Thursday, I have a gentleman, Jesse Zuckman, and what he started a nonprofit for mental illness, and he does a podcast called Mental, and he talks about different ways to try and help with mental illness that are more conventional, like more unconventional, doing things like, self-care and, alternate ways, not just with medications and things like that. He is someone who has suffered very bad from manic depression, and he wants to share his story and also, help some other people, give some strategies to help a lot of us out as well. So this week is kind of going to be like a self-help week, because we kind of all need it right about now. So trigger warning for that show as well, just because it will be addressing mental illness. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern for the for tomorrow night's show. Thank you so much. Much love.